I was about 3 years old the first time I was molested. I was molested by a family member, someone I should have been able to trust, someone I looked up to, and the abuse continued throughout my childhood. My name is Sherri Houston, and I'm speaking today on abuse. And other family members suspected it, but they were afraid to confront my abuser. And I was even checked out by my family doctor, and he got angry and left the room. So he obviously knew what was going on, but he said nothing either. So I was molested from age 3 to age 14 on a regular basis. And I grew up thinking that that was kind of normal. In the back of my mind, consciously, I didn't remember it. I was so young when it began that I just repressed it. I had no idea until I was 14 and I was diagnosed with depression. And I told the counselor I had this really, really uncomfortable feeling around my family member, and that I couldn't understand it. I couldn't understand why I was so uncomfortable. And they did some digging further and found out it was because I'd been abused. And that was something that I just hid after that. And God would try to lead me to heal, and I would just run. I would turn. I turned my back on God so many times because I didn't want to face it. And then when I was old enough and decided I was going to move on, I didn't really. I told myself that I was strong, that I could do it. And I was able to talk about it. I quit being angry, but it was still with me. The nightmares, the feelings of nervousness. I secretly resented all males, but my life goal was to find somebody to fill the void left by my abuser. And with the low self-esteem I had, I kept finding different versions of my abuser all over again. Every relationship I had was with somebody who was like my abuser. I was just repeating the abuse over and over again, and I didn't see it until finally I broke down one day and I prayed. And I begged God to help me, to help heal the emptiness and worthlessness I felt. And God showed me that I hadn't healed. I had just buried everything deeper. And He showed me how to truly forgive. And it's through His example of forgiveness that anyone can come to forgive their abuser. And once you forgive, it really releases you. And He showed me how much more worthy I am than I thought I was. I thought that I was only put on this earth to be used. That's what I believed. I hated myself. I really resented myself. And God showed me how to love. He took the brokenness from my childhood and made something beautiful out of it. I now love myself more. I love others more. And because I speak out against the symptoms of child molestation, I have helped people help children so that they did not have to go through the long amount of abuse that I've gotten. And I'm so blessed for that. I just could never have imagined that God would make something so beautiful out of something so horrible.